squalls just pick up and blow 40-50 knots. A big night, wasn't it, mate?
It's so freaking windy! Oh my god!
Feeling nice and relaxed again, rejuvenated, ready to take on the busiest shipping channel in the world.
There are ships everywhere. Subscribe to the channel as we sail this old girl around the world.
We first departed Australia in July 2017 with an engine that worked but we knew was getting tired. After 18 months of cruising and even with regular maintenance, slowly the old engine deteriorated.
Just broken.
We arrived to Roti in Indonesia after limping our old donk over 7,000 nautical miles. We finally had enough and decided it was time for an upgrade.
I'm so sick of this.
With very limited boatyard facilities and high import tax in Indonesia, we decided to head to the yachting tax-free island of Langkawi in Malaysia, 2,000 nautical miles away, to complete major boat work and install a new engine. We knew it was a massive challenge we had set ourselves to sail this great distance in the changing seasons and with the way our current engine was, but we knew we were up for the challenge. Through the months of November and December, we battled light winds, upwind, big squalls, opposing currents, broken halyards, gearbox problems, water leaks, and headed into Christmas Eve still at sea on our 8th day of passage. Still, with over 40 nautical miles to travel to reach our destination, we made a spontaneous decision to stop off at the city of Tanjung Pinang on the island of Bintan to speak to family on Christmas Day. Still battling a slow water leak, most of Christmas Day was spent keeping the water on the outside of the boat. Spending the night at anchor to rest, we were open to the west and of course in the wee hours of the morning the weather blew in.
We just had this heavy squall come through. We're dragging anchor in between all these boats, so strong. Like I'm motoring Nandji at full power and barely being able to move against the wind and the waves. But I think we've just put out some more anchor chain. I think that we've stopped now, but oh my goodness, it's very, very close. Crazy, man. The squalls here are so heavy.
The big wooden finessy fishing boats, they're like, I don't know, 20 metres long, but their bows stand about 8-9 metres in the air. So we were just drifting side on. If Nandji got pushed in under that, I don't know what would have happened. Yeah, it would have been not a happy place for anyone. Nandji just would have got smashed up. But the reason why we dragged is because there's so much plastic on the bottom. So I've pulled the anchor up and the tip of the anchor had rope and plastic and other crap wrapped around it on the tip, so the tip wasn't able to dig into the mud, so that's why we were dragging. In this area, and especially this time of year, squalls just pick up and blow 40-50 knots, and that's pretty much what we had. It just blows hard for 20-30 minutes, and then it disappears again. It's dropped right back off again now, back to like 15 knots, but yeah, it was just
hot shocky, then we'll go back to bed. To pass them all the way down near that island, past all these boats from further up there, way up there.
With a stroke of luck on our side to avoid any damage to Nandji, we hightailed out of the channel with memories of a Christmas not to be forgotten anytime soon. With a strong breeze, we set off to our final destination in Indonesia, Nongsa Point Marina, to rest and repair Nandji for the final leg of our trip to the boatyard. Bit hungover today, are we, buddy? Had a couple too many partying last night, did ya? A big night, wasn't it, mate? A big night. I'm sorry for all the bad words I've said about currents, because when it's running with you, it's awesome. We've been sailing at like 9 knots. Nandji's just doing 9 knots. No worries, guys. Kicking back, having a coffee, doing 9 knots. Just busted out, having a little bow boogie.
Needing to upwind sail the entire day, the 40 nautical miles to the marina turned into sailing 60 nautical miles, and we had our first taste of the busiest Singapore Strait at night time. Hello Singapore! Indonesia on this side and Malaysia on this side. Welcome to the marina! With Nandji safely tied up at the dock, we could finally relax after the difficult passages to reach it.
This is the first marina we have been in for 18 months, and with New Year's Eve approaching and strong winds in the Strait, it was time to enjoy ourselves on land and make use of all the resort luxuries. It's so freaking windy! Oh my god! There's a typhoon up near Phuket, so maybe this is part of it, I'm not sure, but it's woo! Still in the rain, buddy. You're still in the rain. Hey, buddy. Oh, Molly. You're all wet. Come on downstairs, darling. Oh, here. Oh my god! Oh,
You like the flash of lightning like right there then.
whoa.
The best thing about having a small boat around all these super yachts is that when the lightning strikes, you have the smallest mast, so you're safe as houses.
Sucked in! Still pouring with rain. And we've been having a little boogie. Come on back. Fireworks are like 2 minutes away and we found ourselves on the bow of a massive catamaran.
They have a washing machine here that's free, so I've just been washing everything in fresh water. So good. Done, I think maybe 5 loads so far.
Looks like you've been busy,
Yeah.
Danita. It's been a quite refreshing break spending a week here in the marina as we prepare and fix the boat for our next little onward straight through the Malacca. We haven't really had any sort of luxuries, you know, we've had such a brutal passages to get up to this far, so it was really nice to be able to sit and relax and enjoy a couple of luxuries in life like a swimming pool and an air conditioner, power, freshwater showers. Oh! So it's been beautiful. Now we're feeling nice and relaxed again, rejuvenated, ready to take on the busiest shipping channel in the world.
What you got?
Get some lettuce.
Broccoli! Oh my god! Oh my god! Broccoli!
Broccoli!
This is the only broccoli we found in like the last 6 months, and it's my favourite vegetable, so I'm so happy.
It's 6:30 in the morning. We just left Nongsa Point, which means we've officially left Indonesia and we're on our way to Malaysia. We're in the Singapore Strait at the moment. There are ships everywhere. It's crazy out here. The engine started on the second try this morning. We're puffing a lot of white smoke and the boat and it stinks. And this morning we have like a new lagging that's on the exhaust pipe and it's made of ceramic, and we were told that it might not smoke as much as the fiberglass does. But sure enough, that I copped a few breaths full of that chemical
Just Dutched
smoke,
out, didn't
and
it?
I feel like I'm going to lose my voice. It was like probably
Yeah, it
the
was
worst.
nasty.
Hopefully that's the last time we have to breathe in any lagging fumes because I'm over it. Ship, 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 navy boat.
So our game plan of kicking through here, there's on your charts, and it's all designated waters, so there's the shipping lanes, one going one way, one going the other way, then there's like designated inshore traffic, which has still got tugs and ferries and stuff flying around in it, but our game plan is just to sit on the inside of that, so we'll just cruise on the inshore traffic, but we need to be careful of lots of fishing nets and things like that in this little area. It varies between less than a mile wide to like 10 miles wide as we get further up the straits, but while it's real skinny here in Singapore, we've pretty much only got about a nautical mile of playroom between here and where the ships are. So we're quite close, between like land as well. As we've left Nongsa, we'll stay on the Indonesian side and get around out of and so we don't cross into Singapore waters, because if we go into Singapore waters, the pilots, the police, the Navy, the oil line will be onto us. We just stay out of Singapore waters. We'll stay on the Indonesian side until we get past where the ships cross in the shipping lane when they go into Singapore, and then we'll cut across there. It's only 8 miles wide, the Strait, and that's the beginning of the Malacca.
The green is other ships and other vessels. So you can just have a look at how busy it is here. It's just crazy.
You feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm actually feeling a little bit crook from those chemicals, to be honest.
Yeah,
But other
apart
than
from that,
yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling good because we got a good wind up our bum, and that's the main thing.
So good, hey?
It's just so hectic. Like, everywhere you look, there's a ship.
These lines here are the shipping channels, so we wanted to stay on the outside of it here, but we've just jibed and we're cutting it a little bit short. Yeah, see these boats, they're going to come around here like this. So we don't want to be in their way.
I have seen things that float on water that I never knew could float. That thing is massive. It's just crazy. Meanwhile, Nandji's just flying doing 7.5 knots. Woohoo!
Just had an announcement over the radio. It wasn't to us, it was to another boat, and it's Singapore waters saying, this vessel, you are not permitted in our waters, you must leave immediately, yada yada yada. Get out of here!
Go on, get out of here, go on, get going!
Get out of here!
Get going out of here, get around, get out of here, go on!
Come down here, and then we're going to go up across here, and then we're going to cross it.
I'm missing it already. How sick's that? I love it. Just give me a hoot and a cheer. Have a look at these beasts. Look at these, there's like 50 ships anchored in here. Turn around. You got 1 million high-rises over there. And another 400 million ships just anchored, and then you got the channel in between that is just ships fanging. Meanwhile, out on the outside here, we got Nandji flying at 6.5 knots, mind you. So according to AIS, that ship there has a beam of 46 metres and is 280 metres long. That's a big boat. Crazy, the skyscrapers of Singapore, a couple of warships patrolling. There's 3 warships kicking along there. 3.
Here's another boat just crossing in front of us. It's crazy. They just don't care. They just, oh yeah, scoot across in front of the sailboat, no worries. So are we going with this current?
Yeah, it's pretty strong though, eh? I'm getting pulled around a bit.
Yeah.
We're at 8 knots, we're back to 6 now.
The kind of thing we're dealing with, these tugboats are the worst. I want to go across this guy too far this way because the shipping lane is here. So we've decided just to slow the boat down, furl in the head sail, and just go behind this guy and let him pass us as well.
They can't crash into you if you go on behind them.
Yeah.
So we dodge these 2 tugs by going behind them. Good theory, except there's 2 ferries that are doing the same thing coming from the opposite direction. And there's only a couple of 100 metres between the 2 barges at the moment. Oh, good boy, he's turned to going around him. Thanks, mate. We've still got 1 ferry fanging at us.
Curried egg sandwiches for lunch today. Great source of protein and carbohydrates.
It's definitely slowed, but we just need to haul out and rip it all out. It's going to slow it down, so we're going to get less water in the bilge, but we're not going to fix it until we hauled out, I reckon. Should be right.
I just keep playing with the build.
Just keep playing with the build, just keep puttying it up a little bit.
I feel like I should be more worried that we're leaking water, but I'm just really not that phased about it, eh? Is that bad?
It's only a small leak.
I just flick the bilge on every couple of hours.
We have a new record, 367 metres long, that vessel. Woo!
We're going for it. We're going to make the cross across the strait. Ready?
Yeah, alright, we're doing it. We got wind. Yeah, and we're doing 4.5, 5 knots just under sail. We might start the motor and...
Yeah.
It's just, we've got quite a few ships coming. There's 3, and then there's a gap, and then there's 3. So I'm hoping we can get up these 3 pass, we can go through the gap, and those 3 go. And then we've got a bit of space in the middle where we can relax before we try to get across the other side. From one side of the coast to the other, it's 10 miles. So we've got it's about 5 miles of shipping lanes we've got to cross. An hour of sphincter pulsating.
We're crossing the shipping channel now. We have started the motor as well, so we're doing 7 knots. We've got a nice speed, but we have got a fair few cargo ships that we're negotiating. Yosh is doing a great job steering. We're moving at like 15 knots, and so we need to work out which way we go or avoiding them. Thank you!
Oh, Nandji! So this is Dead Man's Land. This guy here is doing 15. So we'll just keep sailing quietly here, tuck behind him, because there's nothing else coming. Woo!
We call this one the cargo ship because it's full of cars.
Man, what a day sailing. People say it's the wrong time of year to be sailing up through here, man. As if. Northeast blowing, favourable current the whole day. I don't want to destroy it for the future, but touch wood. We're still doing 6.5 knots right now on a reach. Whew.
You got water in here. That leak is still leaking. Up next on Sailing Nandji.
That shaft is vibrating quite a lot. That leak is just getting out of control.
What's going on up here?
It's like 30 or 40 ships around us, and I'm just like,
We were so close to running them over, couldn't even see them.
these lightning bolts that are going down to the ocean. What's your tip for a lightning storm, Yosh? Oh! Weaving my way around these huge, massive ships.
Just your average morning out boating, I guess.
This is why you got to keep watching these waters. There's just stuff everywhere.
Putting it into gear, we notice so the shaft isn't spinning, slows the leak.
We are going almost twice as fast.
No!